Hi guys, what is a HACCP plan and why does every food maker need one? Let's chat about it. Did you know that without a proper HACCP plan, one bad batch could shut you down permanently? And it's not an exaggeration. Food businesses lose their licenses, their retail contracts, and sometimes their entire operation because of a food safety gap they never knew that they had. I'll break it down exactly to you of what a HACCP plan really is. I'll walk you through the 7 principles behind it, and I'll tell you who actually needs one, because the answer might surprise you. So, what is HACCP? HACCP stands for Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Points. It is a systematic science-based approach to identifying where things can go wrong in your food production process. And it also puts in the controls in place before a problem ever reaches your customer. Think of it less like a document and more like a map. Why? Because it traces your product from raw ingredient all the way to finished goods. And at every step, it will ask you, what could go wrong here? Could a pathogen survive? Could a chemical contaminate the product? Could a piece of metal end up inside a bag? And then, most importantly, it answers. Here's exactly what we're going to do to prevent that. The FDA, the USDA, and every major third-party certification body in the world either requires or strongly recommends having a HACCP plan in place. It is the backbone of any serious food safety program. Now, let's talk about the 7 HACCP principles and what they are. Every HACCP plan is built on 7 core principles. 1. Conduct a hazard analysis. What biological, chemical, and physical hazards exist in your process? 2. Identify your critical control points. These are the specific steps where a control is essential to prevent a hazard. 3. Establish your critical limits. This could be the minimum internal cooking temperature, it could be the maximum moisture level, or it could be the exact threshold that separates safe from unsafe. 4. Set up your monitoring procedures. How will you measure these limits? How often will you do it? And who is responsible for doing it? 5. Define your corrective actions. If a limit is breached, what happens next? Who decides? And what gets documented? 6. Establish your verification procedures. How do you confirm that your system is actually working, not just on paper, but on your production floor? And lastly, 7. Keep your records, because if it's not documented, it did not happen. Records are what stand between you and a failed inspection. So, who needs a HACCP plan? Here's the part that people often get wrong. HACCP isn't just for large manufacturers or companies that export food products internationally. Whether you're a small bakery, whether you're a co-packer, a meal kit producer, or even a food service operation that supplies to schools or healthcare, a HACCP plan is either already required or it is the baseline expectation for any food service client. So, under FSMA, which is the Food Safety Modernization Act, most food manufacturers are now required to have a written food safety plan that incorporates HACCP-based preventive controls. So the question really isn't, whether we need one or not. It is mine ready? That's the question we need to ask ourselves. And in conclusion, whether you're just getting started or whether you're scaling your food brand or getting your first audit underway, FoodReady's HACCP Plan Builder gets you plan ready in minutes, not weeks. You can choose from over 80 product-specific templates. You can customize your hazards and your CCPs and generate a fully documented HACCP plan that's built to pass. So, click the link below to book your free demo, and let's get your food safety program where it needs to be so you can be designed for success.